What's up guys, it's Boogie the Trainer. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm gonna give you 6 ways to avoid overeating. Okay, we all love to eat, but sometimes if you go overboard, that's what causes gaining weight. Okay, that's what causes gaining fat. We love to eat, whether it's good food, bad food, it doesn't really matter, but all of us can have a big appetite sometimes. So I'm going to give you 6 ways to avoid overeating. Number 1, before you have a meal, always take a glass of water or 2. Okay, because if you drink water, it's going to fill up your stomach, so by the time you have a meal, you won't be forced to eat as much. Because people struggle with overeating, or people end up overeating because they struggle with determining the portions of food, or the proper portions of food, so they end up eating more than they should. It doesn't matter just because you don't. Sometimes people feel satisfied or feel like it's enough. Maybe the food tastes good, so they keep eating. Okay, so one thing I've found that really works for me, if you drink water before you eat, it's going to take up a huge space in your body, because sometimes you're not even hungry, you're just dehydrated. So drink water, a glass or 2, before you eat a meal, and then eat your meal, and then you'll find that you won't have enough space to eat anymore. So whatever portions you put on your plate, that will be enough. Number 2, add vegetables to your meals. Okay, so half of your plate should always be vegetables, and most vegetables have fiber, and the stomach struggles to break down vegetables because of the fiber. Okay, so have more vegetables with your meals. Half of your plate, every meal, should be vegetables, and then the other half can be taken up by carbohydrates and protein. Okay, so half of your plate should always be vegetables. Or if you have a meal and you still feel like you want to eat some more, have a bowl of vegetables, whether it's carrots, broccoli, spinach, cucumbers, tomatoes, cabbage, name it. Whatever type of vegetables you like to eat, have a mix and eat as much as you want. You'll find out that you'll be so full you won't want to eat anymore, and then it will also keep you fuller longer. Okay, because sometimes people overeat because they eat the wrong foods, and then they easily get hungry, and then they keep eating, and before they know it, they eat way more than they need in a day. Some people eat food they need for 2 days in just one day, or even just in 2 meals. Okay, so add vegetables to your meals. Number 3, no dessert. If you choose to have a dessert, make sure you have the proper type of dessert, or low calorie dessert. Okay, the ice cream, the cookies and everything after meals that people like to snack on as dessert, no, that's a no-go. So you don't need dessert. Okay, if you really want dessert, like I said, switch to vegetables, or switch to fruits, or any low calorie snacks. So make better choices of snacks. So no dessert. Have your meal and wait until you're hungry 2 or 3 hours again to eat again. So no dessert, because sometimes people just like to munch on desserts, to snack on desserts after meals. No, pass the dessert. Whether you go to a restaurant or wherever you go, pass the dessert. Just build your mental strength and be like, no dessert. I just had a meal, I don't need the dessert. Okay, and then number 4, you shouldn't always have meals. Not every time you're hungry you should have a plate full of food. Sometimes you can switch to snacks. Maybe have a bowl of fruits. Maybe have whatever kind of snack you like to have. It doesn't always mean if you are hungry, I should always have rice and chicken and beans and fill up my plate. No, sometimes you gotta choose snacks over full meals. That way you avoid eating too much, you avoid eating excess calories. So snacks should be your go-to. What kind of snacks you say? Fruits are a very good example of snacks. Yogurt, peanuts, Those are all good kind of snacks with low calories and will help you avoid overeating. Okay. Number 5, eat more protein. So many times people will have a plate full of carbohydrates, okay, and just a very small piece of chicken, a very small piece of steak, okay, a very small piece of fish. People have 2 eggs and then have 4 slices of bread. No, you should always try to make sure you have more protein. Why? Because protein keeps you fuller longer. If you're fuller longer, which means you're going to eat less throughout the day. Carbohydrates taste better than protein. That's why you may eat a full plate of rice and you even want to eat more, but you will not eat a full plate of chicken breasts. Okay, because protein sits in your stomach longer, keeps you fuller longer. So minimize your carbohydrates, eat more protein. Okay. Also, just a bonus point, you can eat more fiber carbohydrates. So choose carbohydrates that have more fiber, whether it's beans, peas, brown rice. You can add some maybe sweet potatoes, oatmeal, kind of carbohydrates that have fiber. Why fiber? Fiber keeps you fuller longer, and it's also good for your digestive system. And then lastly, move more. So many people eat meals. You have your meal and you sit down, especially if your work requires you to sit most of the time. Try to move a little bit. Take a break and just move around, even if for 5-10 minutes. During your break time, just don't eat a meal and sit. Since you're already sitting during work, if you have your meal, try and walk around. If you're at home, you shouldn't just eat a meal and just watch TV. Okay, move around, take a walk around the neighborhood, go to the gym, be active. Because every time you have a meal and you sit, before you know it, there's food around you. You're gonna want to eat some more. Because you're bored. Most people eat out of boredom, not because they're hungry. It's because they just chilling, sitting, and they find themselves bored. They're like, what? Let me eat because I'm bored. So move more. Move more. Have a meal and move more. Don't just sit. Okay, don't be in the house all day. Or if you're at work during your break time, try to move around. Okay, just don't sit. And like I said, drink more water. Okay, eat more vegetables. No dessert. If you really want to have dessert, have snacks or vegetables or fruit. And minimize your meals. If you not each time you're hungry, you don't have to go for a full meal. Have some snacks. Okay, eat more protein and less carbohydrates. Why? Protein keeps you fuller longer. Okay, and lastly, move more, because people eat out of boredom. So try to move as much as you can to avoid eating out of boredom. All right, like the video, subscribe. Peace.